And good morning, Minecraft. This is Mr. Kassarian, and welcome back to the episode of Modded Minecraft. Alright, so what are we doing today? Pretty good question. The first thing we're going to do is make ourselves, wrong room, a new machine from Rotary Craft. Alright, and the reason we're doing that is because it's time that we finally got uranium processing actually running. Alright, yeah, I know, right? So, this machine is the isotope centrifuge, and it is used... built like so. You can see I need bedrock alloy, right? And gear units. Okay. And I've already made 3 others of them because I wanted to get this started off camera so we'd actually have a decent amount of material already stored up. All right. But I wanted to show you guys the recipe and make one of them for you. And I also wanted to show you the power requirement necessary. All right. So we're just going to drop this guy here. Boom. And he's going to run. Okay. You can see Whale is flipping out. Anyways, he takes the uranium hexafluoride that we have in here and he spins it. Kind of quickly, actually. Now, the cool thing about these guys is, you notice he's receiving 524 kilowatts at 524 kilorads. That's because he requires exactly no torque, just a lot of speed. All right? And I actually have these guys cycling at twice their required speed input. I'm running a single micro turbine that's geared down there, okay? And that's what this guy's doing. So they're eating the uranium hexafluoride, and they're turning it into depleted uranium, mostly. And most of that depleted uranium is being sent back along here and into there. Now, if I look up in here for uranium, you can see I have 113 depleted uranium and 1,159 depleted uranium. All right, now what do I do with this? Well, I can make depleted uranium, like so. Just 4 dust gets me 2 depleted uranium. I can also take these fuel pellets, 4 of them, make 2 uranium fuel pellets. But we are not anywhere close to ready to actually start doing that, okay? It's going to take a little while. Now, I think these things might be able to keep up with this, all 4 of them. I don't think they'll really be able to keep up. Oh, why are you not? There we go. There we go. All right. I don't think they'll be able to keep up. They're actually kind of slow. But we are slowly generating ourselves enriched uranium, which will be turned into fuel at a later point. Okay? All right. So the other thing we're going to do this episode is we're going to need a boatload, and I mean a boatload of material, of fluid, to turn into, of lubricant, excuse me, there we go, to actually make this thing work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some stuff pulled together, and I will be back in a few minutes. All right, guys, so I just discovered something cool, which is that we can actually use HSLA for what I want to do, all right? But we're going to have to make a new machine, okay? Let's get all this junk put away, okay? All of it. Come on. There we go. The new machine we're going to need to make is something called a rolling machine, all right? It is from Railcraft. All right, so we need 3 more pistons and a crafting table. So let's go piston, get me 3. And nope. And a rolling machine gives me a crafting table. And all that put together gets me a rolling machine. Now the rolling machine has to be given power. Oh gosh. So let's just remove this guy. And we'll place this guy down here. And there we go, he has power. Good. Okay, so what we're going to do this is because I discovered that I can actually use HSLA for what I wanted to do here. So let's do this, all right? And what we're going to get ourselves are some steel plates, okay? One, actually easier way to do this is to do this. See how they self-balance? There we go. Beautiful. All right. And I think what we're also going to do is we're going to look and see if we have an item conduit running down to there. No, we don't. Okay. So what I can do is I could just get some item conduit. Yeah, this isn't even strictly necessary, but whatever. So what we're going to be making here is something called a steel tank from Railcraft. We'll connect it anyways, why not? Clicky. And then how do we get over there? I can go this way, right? Yeah, there we go. Insert on green. You're not connected to anything else, right? Doesn't look like it. So I can connect to you and go extract without signal. Oh, there is a connection there, isn't it? Okay, so I didn't need to do that. Nah, whatever. There'll now be 2 routes over there. Meh. Okay, so now that that's done, basically what we're doing is we're pulling items out of that rolling machine and into our network. And we're using the rolling machine to make steel plates from Railcraft using Rotarycraft steel, because Rotarycraft steel is a billion times faster and easier to produce, which is a good thing, really good thing. So what we're making are some steel plates, all right? And the first thing we're going to make is a 5x5, so it's 25 on the bottom, all right? So 25, 24, 8, 16, 24 on the bottom, 8, 16, 24 on the top, all right? And then we're going to want to make some valves, all right? Valves. Steel tank valve, all right? So all I need, steel plates, iron bars, and a lever. How much of that do I have? All of it. And that gets me 8 of them, so I probably won't have to craft that ever again. I also want to get myself some tank walls, all right? Steel tank gauge using glass panes, all right? Now, we don't have a lot of glass panes, so we'll have to cook some of that up as well. So let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. And 16. Let's get a stack of that because I use it a fair bit. And gauge. Okay, so the gauge, let's see. The room itself is 5 plus 1 plus 3. So 4, 5 plus 3, 8. Okay. The tank's going to be 5 times 5. So it's 8 times 4, right? Because the 2 walls. So 8 times 4 times 4. 8 times 4 times 4. Gets me 128 or 2 stacks. Okay. 1, 2. All right. Let's get this rolling, shall we? Get it? Rolling? Rolling machines? Yeah, I know. That was bad. That was bad by my standards. Okay. We're not doing that room. We're in this room. Okay. So what I've done here is I've started to space things out a little bit. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get you out of the way. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And we'll fill most of this in except for the very middle block. Okay. We'll put you right there. Boom. All right. Awesome. And then we have to go up. Oh, I didn't build enough of these. Okay. Right. So I need another. How many of those? Okay, so I said the whole thing is 8, right? Because it's not 3, 4, it's 8. So 8, up, 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Okay. And we're going to have plenty of these steel. Come on. We're going to have plenty of these steel plates, tank walls, steel plates left over. But we'll end up using them, partially because steel tank walls are kind of fun to work with. Steel tanks are. They really are. I actually really like them. So 1, 2, da-da. Let's drop back to here. Da-da. And we want to have 1 block away from the ceiling. All right. So that's there. That goes there. You know, this is probably going to be easier to do in bat mode as I think about it. That goes there. Oh, I missized the room a little bit because I forgot that these would... Yeah, well, that's alright. Whatever. So we'll go around like this. Oops. And like this. And then like that. And we just need to get ourselves some valves like that. And then the gauges. I didn't need to make gauges for all these because they're glass. You know, this is up against the wall. But it was just easier to craft it this way. Okay, so let's get that filled in. I miscounted completely. Well, that's fun. Good to know, but that's fun. All right, so we'll replace that with one of these. All right, so I need another, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. 13, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 13 plus 18. 13 plus 18. 31. I need another 31. Well, that's a problem. Oops. So let's go glass one more time. And then let's go tank, gauge. Oh, I already had a derp. Well, we'll be making more of these, so it's okay. I'm like, wait a second. I didn't think I had it because it didn't drop into my hotbar. That's fine. Neither here nor there. All right, so let's get this gauge set up here. Boom. And then like this. And that. And that should have just formed into a multi-block that can store 6,000 buckets of whatever I desire. Nice, huh? Yeah. Okay. We have a couple more things we need to make, and I have an inventory to clear out. So we will be back in a couple minutes. And we're back, guys. Okay, so let's take a look at this, shall we? All right, so let's go all the way down to the basement. And do I have a bucket? Yes, I do. Okay. So let's snag a bucket. All right. Let's, in fact, snag a bucket of lubricant. Awesome. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go back upstairs. And we're going to go down into that new liquid storage room we've been building. All right? And that is not it. That is most assuredly not it. Oh, right. We hadn't connected this stuff yet. Ah, I forgot about that. See, I got distracted while I was off camera. Is that where the... I think it is. Hold on. Let me test this out for a second. So if I yank that and I put down some dense cable. Oops, can't do that yet, can I? All right, reconnect that. Dense cable. There we go. Because when it's in the conduit form... Oh, crap. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Forgot to set this back to full screen. Huh. Whoops. So let's drop this guy in right there. Wait for the network to recalculate itself. And connect that like that. And right now the network's sitting around going, I don't know what I'm doing, Bill. I have no idea what's going on here. All right, saying device online. It's just going to take a minute or two probably for this thing to recalculate. There we go. Okay. So he should have been recalculated. Let me just check the feed line. This goes over to here, which goes out to there, and this goes all the way around into there. Okay. All right, so I don't know why he's saying he has so few channels in use right now, but we'll run with that. He's saying 3 of 32, but that isn't possible because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And all these guys are working. Yeah, they're all working. So I don't know what he's talking about. You see, we have all this stuff. We go to dense conduit over here. Dense conduits run over to here. Run to this guy who still is claiming that he has 3 channels in use. Unless that's 3 of 32 remaining. Huh. I can't tell. Anyways, we're going to drop down to here and look at this guy. This is a fluid storage bus, all right? And he's telling me he's not active. Device missing channel. Well, we're connected here. We run up to here. We run over to here and then into this thing, right? And then he connects to him. Unless we do something like that. Okay, why are you claiming that you're missing the channel? There's no way you are missing a channel. You have a Fluix cable that goes into an ME conduit that goes back up to here, that comes up to here and comes into this guy, who is still somehow claiming that he only has 3 channels available. That is interesting. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Now we're looking a little bit better. Okay. I think we have connection now. And device missing channel. Interesting. Very interesting. Because I know, for example, that this guy's online. These guys are all online. Right? Let's double check these guys are online. And he's online. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And there are no other ME connections in here. Correct? He's the only one who should be connecting to anything. Oh. Well, now this is interesting. He's directly connected in. Because this is the feed line. Right, because this guy goes back to here, up through the wall. Right, 9 of 32. And then he loops around. To this guy. Who has 2 of 32 in use right now. And it goes all the way back to here to this guy, right? And now that that's cut, we should lose power. Yeah, we lost power. Okay. So then let's put this stuff back. Let's go like him and him. The network should recalculate itself given a couple seconds. Yeah, there we go. We're back online. Okay. 3 of 32, because all he's feeding... I'm still not quite understanding how the heck this thing's calculating the channels it needs. Oh, right, because this guy loops off to here, right? And this guy comes back around. But if I put in... right here. 12 of 32. Thought so. That guy only needs 2 because we have 1, 2. And then this guy is still claiming 3 of 32. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm literally getting increasingly confused as time goes forward. I'm actually just like, I don't even want to know at this point. We'll reconnect that, and we'll just let this go. All right. So I don't know why this guy isn't connecting. He's claiming he's missing a channel. Let's remove him and replace him. We'll see if that helps. We want the storage bus. Clicky, clicky. Device missing channel. Great. All right. So we'll do this. Yoink. And we're going to go back to our crafting room. And we're going to get ourselves a ME... Let's see. P2P. Oh. Look at that. Okay. That was easy. I didn't realize I already had 2 of them laying around. And we're going to put him... Let's see. Glass cable Fluix. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put you there. And connect you there. And then I need some cable anchors to go there. And let's look this up again. Aluminium. I use aluminum for the cable anchors because it's cheap and it exists. There. And then we need some dense cable here. Oopsies. All right. Nope. Disconnect you. How did I lose? There we go. That was weird. Wait, what? We'll put that there. Put that there. That needs to go there. And we connect this guy in like this. Okay. And then we need our ME thingamajigger. Our memory card. Clear the settings. Log the settings. Come over to here. No, here. Drop to here. Put this guy there. Nope, wrong way. Where did my... Oh, there he is. Like, where did my P2P tunnel go? And we will disconnect that. We'll get ourselves some glass cable and dense cable instead. Put that there. Get our P2P tunnel back out. Put him... Irritating as always, computer. Irritating as always. Go like that. Like that. And then chuck a P2P tunnel. You know, getting these things to actually connect through is something of a pain in the rear end sometimes. We go like that. Thank you. We will load settings. Thank you. And then we'll connect that like that. Device online, device online. Device missing channel. You have a channel. You have a channel right there. Channel. All right, solution to problem. If this is what the problem is, I'm going to laugh. No, I won't laugh. I'll be very irritated, actually, in extra cells. What I think the issue is that the computer isn't able, for some reason, the extra cell stuff isn't connecting properly. All right. For some reason, I don't think it's connecting through into conduits, or at least it isn't thinking it's connecting to conduits. So we'll just use standard ME cable for this. We'll let him figure himself out here. 1 of 32. You are still claiming you are missing a channel. I'm not certain how you're claiming that. Because, you know, well, you're accepting that, so I don't know. I do not know. We'll see. All right, we'll see. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go all the way back downstairs. All right, and we're going to come into, shoot, this room. All right, so we need ME cabling in this room. This is going to be a pain in the rear end. You know what? We could just use standard ME cabling, I think, for this. We'll need some more of it, but we can just use the standard stuff. If you remember, we have a terminal up here, so. There we go. And that should be enough of that. Now, I'm hoping that the entire ME fluid extra cells or ME fluid handling mod hasn't decided to break on me. If it has, I'm going to be somewhat annoyed with it. So we come through here, right? Okay. Or we try to, at any rate. No, that's not what I wanted either. Get back here. So we're going to connect a fluid import bus, which is here, onto this tank just for right now. All right. And we're going to lop that off. Okay, Minecraft, that was certainly interesting. And we'll lop that off as well. And you can see it is actually pulling it out. All right, it's claiming it's missing a channel, but it is pulling. You can see it's actually pulling out the lubricant that's in that tank. And if we check our tank upstairs, we should be able to see that it should be filling up with lubricant. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It is filling with lubricant from that system. That is epic. That is awesome. That is fantastic. And because the storage bus, it'll also output that fluid. Beautiful, right? Right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to get ourselves a fluid interface. Okay? Any fluid interface. Oh, and I need an annihilation core. Crud. Okay, looks like we're not getting that annihilation core yet. I need to autocraft this. I know how I'm going to do it, I just don't know what I'm doing with it yet. Or I know what I'm doing, but I just haven't done it yet, basically. Let me show you this while I'm up here. Yeah, let me show you this. So, well, let's just do this manually first, I guess. Oh, but my plates are all back at my old base. Ha! That shows you how little ME processing I've been doing. Yep, okay, so they're all back there. Let me come back in just a second. All right, and we're back. Remember how I said... Well, don't remember what I said. All right. So what we're going to get is we're going to get ourselves an interface now. Right? All right, fluid interface. Right? Right. Boom, fluid interface gotten. Great. So now what we're going to do with this is we're going to charge downstairs, right? Do you still have the bucket of lubricant on us? Yes. And we're going to drop this. Ah, good. This is almost completely done. Okay. And we're going to drop this guy right here, I suppose. Export, export. Okay. And then what we're going to tell it is keep lubricant in you. Okay. And we're going to yank this and connect that. And now we have lubricant coming in. Beautiful. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I can also say over to here, click. He's not going to connect. That's too bad. So we need two separate import buses here and here. Though what we can do is we can take one of these tanks we have, put him here, then get ourselves an fluid import bus, stick him there, and then stick an ME cable right there. Okay? Now, he's claiming that he's under device missing channel conditions. Let's see if that's true. Nope, he's not. Okay. So they just like to claim that, but they're really functional. Good. So now we're operational, and we're using Applied Energistics to move around our power, all right, or to move around some of our fluids, namely lubricant, which is probably one of the biggest pains in the butt that I've had to deal with in a mod. Not complaining, really, because it makes it a lot more interesting, but it is still a pain in the rear end. But now we have it being stored a bit better, and we have it actually being contained in one location and not having to really deal with it that much, thanks to extra cells. Yay! We have about, 421 buckets of this stuff. We're going to need a heck of a lot more than that. All right, guys, this has been Mr. Kassarian. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, give me a like, comment, subscription. Let me know you're out there. Let me know you enjoyed it. I hope you liked seeing extra cells, too, for Applied Energistics 2. Anyways, leave comments, leave likes, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. But until then, happy mining.